Yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining up for the video. We are currently playing through Grand Theft Auto 5, trying to 100% the game and master the karma. But unlike any other GTA before it, this one has three main protagonists, meaning we have to solve three separate karmas. But if you think about the main characters, I do not think that Franklin could cut it as the protagonist of another GTA. He is way too nice. It is Trevor that helps balance everything out. CJ, Nico Bellic, and of course Tommy Vercetti had a certain edge to them that really Franklin and Michael do not possess. It is Trevor that is the true Grand Theft Auto protagonist, and he is how we're able to really fulfill those Grand Theft Auto fantasies, while the other guys basically are good guys. Trevor, he's pretty much evil, and if you look at CJ, I mean, he was a badass. Yeah, he was cool to anybody else in the Grove Street families, but other than that, he was a stone-cold assassin. That is why Rockstar is giving us Trevor. Sometimes we gotta be the bad guy, even though Michael and Franklin, in some cases, are trying to save the day. That's not right when it comes to Grand Theft Auto, and this is why we have to kill off Trevor at the end. May not sound like it makes sense, but I'll explain it to you guys. Trevor is the devil, and Rockstar goes out of their way to show us that. They've taken all the evil characters from Grand Theft Auto past, and they've taken it a step further. So thanks again for joining up for the episode. Like the episode because it's definitely going to be a trippy one. Subscribe if you are new. Hit the notification button because we are going to finish off our 100% Karma playthrough very soon. You guys can experience it live. But let's get into the episode, my friends, and let's get trippy.
Hold your hands.
Good. All right, now drop it like it's hot, all right? I want to see you get nice and low. Come on, lower, lower, come on.
Oh, please don't kill me, okay? I'm supposed to be on a magazine cover next week.
Here's the infamous moment where Trevor Philips is introduced to the world. Now, you got to remember, all of the hype for Grand Theft Auto 5 really centered around Trevor. We already knew this guy was psychotic before even meeting him. So at this point, we've done the first heist. These guys are talking like, no way Trevor's even going to hear about this. And here is Trevor for the first time, knocking the bottom off this chick apparently, and he's seeing on the news the jewelry store heist. He's no dummy. He knows exactly who pulled this thing off, and this is pretty much the first time we get to meet him. He's wondering what the heck's going on. What is his true motives? Does he want to get back at Michael? Maybe he's just jealous because he wasn't part of the heist. So Trevor is so evil that the first thing he's going to do is eliminate Johnny Klevitz. We've never seen this before. A Grand Theft Auto character get destroyed by another one. Can you imagine if CJ, came through the door and Trevor just pretty much took him out right there? People would throw a fit. Somebody who rides with the Lost, and we know that the Lost is pretty much the rival of Trevor throughout the game, playing the mind games, and that is exactly what the evil mastermind is known for. So that is why Rockstar is setting this up perfectly, just like all the other evil characters that Trevor represents. He is almost the worst one that you could possibly think of. For those of you who don't know, Trevor can transform into some of the craziest characters ever created, like Jack from The Shining. And I've covered this a few times here at the channel, but I wanted to emphasize that it's not so much about him turning into these terrifying characters, it's the amount that Rockstar went out of the way to put in the game. It's basically the ultimate Easter egg that Trevor is a mixture of all these villains, these super villains from American pop culture history. It is crazy, guys. So let's start off with Jack from The Shining. You can tell that Rockstar really did some research to make sure that he was the most evil character they could possibly come up with.
Please!
Stop swinging the bat.
Stay away from me!
Put the bat down, Wendy.
Stop it!
Wendy, give me the bat.
Please! Stay away!
Give me the bat.
Stop it!
Give me the bat.
Stay away!
Stop swinging the bat.
Please stop!
Give me the bat, Wendy.
That was one of the most infamous scenes from the movie. If you've watched The Shining, then you know it's not about jump scares, it's a psychological thriller. That's one of the craziest mofos that I've ever seen in a movie. And it's no coincidence that when they released the first trailer for Trevor, you can see him on the front picture holding onto a bat, just like that infamous scene. It definitely gave me some nightmares, and the cool thing to note about The Shining is that it originally was a book, meaning the character of Jack has so much detail in that book, and then it was transferred into the Genius movie. Here we have a picture of Stephen Ogg in the hit show The Walking Dead. So that's his character Simon, and above him is a famous character named Negan. He's basically the biggest villain in The Walking Dead, and Simon is his right-hand man. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I will tell you that eventually they do have a heated confrontation. It's pretty good. The guys behind The Walking Dead were so impressed with Stephen Ogg and Trevor from Grand Theft Auto 5 that they decided to bring him over to The Walking Dead and portray him as one of the most popular characters in the entire series. Growing up, my favorite scary movies were always the Friday the 13th series and Jason Voorhees, so you can imagine how excited I was that Trevor could literally transform into Jason Voorhees. Now, this is something that I talk about quite a bit, and even when I go onto Grand Theft Auto Online, I wear the Jason Voorhees mask. I mean, he is definitely the best thriller character that I've ever seen. And now that Trevor can pretty much become him, you gotta say that Trevor is definitely on the same level. So if you do not believe that Jason Voorhees is as frightening as it's gonna get, watch this.
No flow, 5 mil on YouTube in 6 months. Never done before. Past all the competition.
You a dead meat slime bag. Yo, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool.
Get the fuck out of my room and play Minecraft!
After the whole hot coffee San Andreas incident, I did not think that Rockstar would have the kahunas to do something on the level that they have done here in GTA 5 with Trevor. Take a look at some of these insane moments that only Trevor is capable of.
Somebody say yoga? Trevor? Michael.
Hey, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, I bet it is. Of course, I'm not the one that's been resurrected. Ain't this grand?
Here, take the wheel.
What the? Holy shit!
There you have it. Trevor is definitely the madman of the game, and we knew that before it was even released. But now that we're doing the 100% playthrough, we have to make a choice. Do we eliminate Trevor? Do we eliminate Michael? Or keep all three characters alive? I gotta be honest, it does not seem like keeping them alive is the right decision. I think we have to exterminate Trevor. And the way that we do it is one of the biggest hints that that is exactly what we have to pull off in this 100% playthrough. Here's the final mission in the game where you take out Trevor. It is called Something Sensible. The game is basically telling you that this is what you have to do. Even the title of the mission, Something Sensible, is saying it makes sense to kill off Trevor. And the first time that I had to make the choice, this is actually what I went with until I realized that Trevor is the most fun character to play with. So you do not want to do that. So take a look what happens, guys. So Franklin is chasing him. Unlike the other two missions, you don't really have to do anything. You just chase him down, and then you reach the finale here. Trevor goes down like pretty much the biggest villain from any movie. He gets burnt alive. It is insane, guys, but this is the choice that you have to make. You can either take him out with Franklin or hold off, and Michael will take him out himself. He'll have the opportunity to make an even amount of karma choices, a couple good ones, couple bad ones. This must be the bad one. Hasta la vista, Trevor. It kind of reminds me of when Jaws got taken out in one of the movies, how it got burnt. I think he bit a cable wire or something, lighted himself on fire. You could say that Trevor goes out kind of like Jaws from that movie. But anyways, it's a glorious way to go for a villain, and that is what we're going to have to do at the end of the 100% playthrough. Again, if you do it the opposite way, everybody will make you feel guilty. But in this case, Lester, Michael will all pretty much tell you that that is what you were meant to do. One last thing that I have to cover in this video is a brand new Rockstar game coming out soon, Red Dead Redemption 2. If you played through the original, then you're familiar with John Marston, who is a hero. He saved the day in that game, taking out Dutch and his gang. Well, Red Dead Redemption 2 is going to switch it out. They're going back to the GTA style. Enough with the heroes. It's time to go on the other side of the law.
You got some money for me, boy?
You're a wanted man, Mr. Morgan.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf. We got lawmen in 3 different states after us. Where's our money?
Do you have my back?
Always, Dutch.
The looks of it, that will be your main star of Red Dead Redemption 2, Arthur Morgan. And those were some pretty dark quotes. It looks like he's a bounty hunter and he's collecting some debts. He also says that he's a wanted man, and at the end of the trailer, you can see Dutch, the arch nemesis of John Marston from the original Red Dead Redemption. Dutch basically asks Morgan if he's got his back, and then Morgan responds by saying, "Always, Dutch," or something to that effect, which means we are going to be his right-hand man. Definitely sounds epic. It's time to go back to the dark side. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming Red Dead Redemption 2, but more importantly, let me know what you think about the ending of Grand Theft Auto 5, because we're going to eliminate Trevor and finish off our Karma playthrough. DJ, Tommy Vercetti, all those guys are completely nuts, but Trevor takes it over the top. Now the most evil Grand Theft Auto character yet. He's got to go. We're going to eliminate him, bring Michael back to the good Karma, and then of course Franklin will keep even at the end of the GTA 5 Karma playthrough. So give me your feedback. We're going to finish it off live. Hit the notification button. That'll let you guys know when it starts up. But with all that said, much love, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the episode. I got a brand new Grand Theft Auto 5 mystery video going up soon. And as always, my friends, make sure to stay trippy, everybody.